Importance of the tertiary sector. The tertiary sector consists of the soft parts of the economy, that is, activities where people offer their knowledge and time to improve productivity, performance, potential, and sustainability. The basic characteristic of this sector is the production of services instead to end products. In other words, services, also known as intangible goods, including many productive systems such as hospitals, banks, financial institutions, schools, and others, do not produce a tangible product that can be stored for later consumption. Instead, the output of such systems is a service. Hence, tertiary sector is also known as service sector. India ranks ninth in the tertiary sector output. The factors responsible for the growth of the tertiary sector. Point number 1. Basic services. In any country, several services such as schools, post and telegraph, police station, courts, insurance, defense, transport, banks, etc. are required. These can be considered as basic services. The government has to take responsibility for the provision of these services. Point number 2. Development of means of transport and communication. The development of agriculture and industry leads to the development of services such as transport, communication, trade, etc. All these come under tertiary sector. Point number 3. More income, more services. The per capita income in our country is rising. As income level rises, the people demands also rises. Point number 4. New services. With modernization and globalization, some new services based on information and communication technology have become important and essential. Now, what is the role of tertiary sector in the Indian economy? India is a developing country. Since 1991, India has adopted new economic policy like globalization, liberalization, welcoming MNCs and foreign investment. Due to change of economic policies, tertiary sector is growing in India. Basic amenities like education, health, care services related with information technology, ATM booths, call centers, etc. provides employment to educated Indians. The share of tertiary sectors in GDP is growing day by day. The rate of growth of tertiary sector with other sectors in terms of GDP indicates clearly that the share of tertiary sector in GDP has increased greatly since last 30 years from 1973 to 2003. In 1973, the share of tertiary sector in GDP was from 35 to 40%. It has increased in 2003 from 50 to 60%. The share of tertiary sector in employment has also increased in last 30 years. In 1973, share was nearly 10 to 15%, but it has increased from 20 to 22% in 2003. Though tertiary sector is not playing the role of providing employment over expectation, the primary sector continues to be the largest employer in the year 2000. Tertiary sector improves and increases efficiency of people. They provide the countrymen necessary information and knowledge. Now, reasons for increase in the service employment throughout the work. Point number 1. Rising per capita income in the developed countries has generated proportionately larger increase in the demand for many kinds of services, especially healthcare, entertainment, and transport. Point 2. The increasing value of time has led to more household functions being accomplished outside of home. For example, marriage halls, destination wedding, etc. Medical services has increased in the recent years. There is also demand for medical care for elderly people. There is demand for educational services at all levels with the increase in the demand for literacy and computer skills at workplaces. Thank you.